Hey, Tommy, you know what rhymes with ape?
Snape.
Hell yeah. This week we talk about Harry Potter. Roll the intro.
Hey.
So what I'm saying is I should go off my meds
No,
and get back into that state.
I don't condone this.
Welcome back.
Shout out God, shout out Jesus.
Deep whistle.
Welcome to the Extraordinary Podcast Spectacular with Eddie and Tommy.
That was awful.
Dude, are we really going to talk about Harry Potter?
Do you want to? We can talk about Harry Potter.
I mean, I think we should just bring it up later just so it ties in.
Okay, yeah, you're right. That way we can put
Just
it,
make a reference later and be like, that's it.
that way we can put it into the show notes and put it as a
And then the
tag.
title is The Harry Potter Show.
It's like how we trick people into clicking on our podcast with Love Island.
The Love Island one?
Yeah, we have
This is the Harry Potter episode.
yeah, welcome to the Harry Potter episode. We're gonna go all
We're going to bring it up once.
we're gonna go all Avada Kedavra on you. Does that work?
I don't know which one that is.
We're
I
gonna
didn't read them.
I'm a prisoner of Azkaban,
Oh.
and you're my
What was the worst part of prison, Mike?
the
Dementors.
Dementors. My dad took a picture once and called himself Prison Mike because Big Daddy Mike.
Yeah.
It was really funny. He's a funny guy. He's the first person to ever make me laugh.
I wonder
When
if that's true.
what? No, he is. What's the age when dads stop being funny? You know what I mean?
Never.
Because growing up,
Never.
that was like the thing. He would do something and I would laugh for like fucking 5 minutes straight. I thought he was the funniest guy ever. I thought his role in life was just to make people laugh. And then
Happy Father's Day. This is our Father's Day episode.
oh yeah, happy Father's Day, daddies, FPBs. And but he was the one that always made me laugh when I was like 5. And then I don't know what age I realized they were just really bad dad jokes.
Whoa.
I still
I'm gonna
appreciate
tell
them.
your dad you said all this.
I don't-
Your dad listens.
I don't think he tries to be funny now. I think it's more of situational humor, like him trying to figure out technology and him.
And it's
just,
pretty funny.
yeah, and him just being him. You know what I mean? Because he's pretty. Man, I called him on
Your
Father's
dad cracks
Day.
me up.
Yeah, I called him on Father's Day, and he was giving me like the dad's. He gives me life advice once a year.
The sex
usually
talk,
around usually around Father's Day. He gives me the sex talk every year. It's weird. He sits me down. He forgets. He goes, "Listen, son.
Now that you're a man.
Oh man, I got so many dad stories.
Happy
But
Father's Day.
yeah, I called him on Father's Day, and we had like an hour-long conversation or whatever. And before he hung up, because he was sitting in the parking lot of a Target, and he hung up because he had to pee. He was giving me his yearly or annual fatherly advice, his wisdom.
Right.
And it was like, hey, don't do drugs, don't get out of control, drink plenty of fluids, and slow down on the tattoos. And that
Dude,
was
he's
it.
just looking out for you.
That was it. That was the only advice I got this year. And I enjoy that.
What is it usually?
I don't know. It's usually just like, hey, man, life. Because, as life events come up, he actually comes out with like some good like things that make me think. And I go like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's actually very useful. Like if you go through like someone dies or like a serious situation, he's always been the one that gives me the advice that actually hits
Right.
home. But this year he was just like, hey, just make sure to stay hydrated and stop putting ink in your body. You're my son, please. You look like a fucking idiot. And I was like, okay, Dad. I'm sorry.
Sorry, Daddy.
He made me show him the new one.
Dude,
And he's
I just thought of another intro.
what?
Well, we have that audio of Pepper.
What is it? I haven't heard it.
It's her munching on an ice cube.
Oh, that's cute. Dude, this is becoming
It's really a mouthy noise. We'll throw it in right now.
This is Pepper chomping on an ice cube.
Oh, that's hot. Oh yeah. Pepper is our special dog this week. We've had a lot of dog
Yeah.
guests as of recent. Pepper is a pit bull.
She's a pit bull mix. We don't really know.
Yeah, you can definitely see the pit bull in her though.
Yeah.
Very sweet dogs. They can also chew your
Mhm.
face off. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I like to always feel like I'm in danger. That's when you live in chaos, right? So that's why Pepper's probably
Yeah, I thrive in chaos.
Pepper's probably a great dog to be around.
She's wacky.
Did you do anything for Father's Day?
I watched my dad paint our living room.
That's cool. You didn't help? You just watched?
He didn't want help. He likes doing the rolling paint. So my mom does the intricate parts, like around the ceiling and the floor, and then around the like outlets and stuff, and like light switches. And then he does the like rolling on the walls and stuff. Like the big open space. He likes it. He says it's therapeutic,
You know what I noticed?
like mowing the lawn.
You know when you can start seeing parts of a person, or what am I trying to say? You can see when people act like their parents, like they pick stuff up from their parents.
Yeah.
Yours is that you call your girlfriend hun. It's super ridiculous and dumb because you
Does
sound.
my dad call my mom hun?
Yeah, he goes, "Hey,
probably.
hun." He picks up the phone and goes, "Hey, hun." That's exactly what you do.
Me?
Yeah, I've heard your dad
Oh.
pick up the phone to your mom and goes, "Hi, hun." And it's word for word what you say, and it's ridiculous. But it's ridiculous for you to say it. It's fine for him because he's what, 50 something?
Yeah, dude, he's 54.
He's
Don't
50.
tell anyone.
He's 54, so that makes sense. A 54-year-old man picking up the phone to his wife and going, "Hi, hun, how are you?" That makes sense. Like I'm a working adult. I have 3 kids and a dog. That it makes sense for him to say hun. I don't know why. He has a mustache. That's
Dude,
probably
why'd you
why
have to expose him like that? He does have 3 kids and a dog.
You, on the other hand, are in your 20s.
You don't know if I have 3 kids and a dog.
You don't have 3 kids. You don't have a dog. You're in your
You
20s.
don't know that.
You're in your early 20s, and it's. You sound like you're a 45-year-old man when you pick up the phone.
You don't know that I don't have.
The way you
3
should be
kids and a
talking
dog.
to your girlfriend is the way I talk to you. You should pick up the phone and go like, "What's up, bitch? Like, come slap this D. What's up, BB boy?"
It's our
That's what I say.
weekly Bad Eddie advice.
No, this is great advice.
You think I
If
should pick up the phone and go, "Hey, come slap this D"?
Yeah, but like obviously you're kidding. That's how I talk to let's see. I just was texting Alyssa
Oh, Eddie has a girlfriend.
and her birthday's coming up. So I was asking her what she wants.
She
I
has
do.
a birthday.
And she's being hard about it. I'm probably going to get in trouble now because I said that, but
Yell at
she's
him for
being
me.
difficult. And I said, "What you want, BB girl?" And
Did you say that?
Yeah. Or I spelled it
See, but if
Goral.
I said that.
I said Goral.
But if I said that, you'd be like, "Oh, you're
I put-
being so."
But I was being sarcastic. Like, if you can tell it's like an ironic, because I know
I can tell it's ironic.
that we both don't like pet names because they're dumb. And it's ridiculous. She's recently been calling me babe, and it really bothers me. Like, she calls me, because she knows it gets under my skin. So she calls me babe, and then I'll say mommy. Because,
Whoa.
yeah, because it's
'Cause you
two-way
like it.
street. No, I don't like it. That's disgusting, please.
Don't. First of all, don't kink shame. Second of all, we know you like it.
No, I don't. Stop, dude. Shut the fuck up, dude.
He doesn't like that he was exposed.
Hey, welcome back to the Extraordinary Podcast Spectacular, guys. This is the longest intro ever. I forgot to tell you what show it is. I'm Eddie. That's Tommy.
I'm Eddie.
We love that you're here, guys. FPBs, you're the best. Hey, we haven't been getting a lot of fan mail recently.
Guys, be our friends.
If you want to say something, send us an email at sadboycrying@hotmail.com, at gmail.com. Tweet at us at EPS_podcast. Do it, pussy. So,
Please.
there's something I wanted to talk about with my dad, right? What was I talking about?
His wisdom nuggets.
Wisdom nuggets.
Yeah.
I found some of his nuggets once in the garage, but I don't want to expose him like that. He doesn't even know
Those
that I
dank
found it.
nugs.
There's no way he doesn't know that we smoke. My sister
We
and
know
I.
that he knows. That we know.
I don't know if he knows that we know that he smokes weed, and if this is like,
Dude, this is how you're outing him?
well, I don't care. And he's retired. He's like 60 something. He doesn't give a fuck. Like at this point, what? It's gonna be legal.
All right. I don't know how to.
My dad, okay, he's a fan of the Grateful Dead. He wears a lot of tie-dye. He cuts it. Well, every dad makes their own cut-off jeans, right? But or denim short. Are they called cutoff jeans?
Well, they're cutoffs if they're really short.
They are. Like you can definitely
Like
see
nutters?
you can see nutsack.
Oh yeah, then they're cutoffs.
He drinks, PBR. He's a dad.
Dude, who doesn't drink PBR?
Oh wait, no, I was trying to make him sound like a hippie. He's a flower child. He used to follow the Grateful Dead. Jerry Garcia was my idol growing up because he put that in my head.
That's why you're named Eddie.
Yeah, that's why I'm named Eddie after Jerry Garcia,
Yeah.
who overdosed.
Why'd you have to bring it to a downer?
I watched a documentary or like a clip from a documentary where Jerry Garcia was talking about how he ate half a cake that was laced in LSD, and he knew.
Oh my God.
He knew it was laced in LSD, but the cake looked so good that he just ate it anyway, and just took the acid
Oh my
to the
God.
dome. And I was like, man, that is some fat guy energy.
That's hardcore.
He had type 2 diabetes at the time too, so like he had the fat guy diabetes that was like he didn't give a fuck.
Oh my God.
Are we surprised he died? No. Anyway, me and my sister, when we were growing up, at one point we lived in the house that I grew up in as a child. It was 2 stories, and the garage was right below my sister's room. And because of that, you could hear, feel, smell everything that went down in that garage. It's the coldest room in the house. You knew whenever anyone was home because you could hear the garage doors going up in her room. But my dad would always come home, and first thing he would do is, he'd park his car, come inside, walk the dog or whatever, say hello to everyone. Sometimes he would actually do this first. He would go down into the garage and then smoke
Smoke what?
Mary J's, the marijuanas. And we could tell because if I were to walk into Abby's room and go like, hey, what's up? We would be able to smell that dank gas. And we would just look at each other and be
Why
like,
do you know what dank gas smells like?
because I've smoked weed before in my life.
Okay.
But we would be able to smell it, and we look at each other and be like, we know, he has to know that he's not being sly right now. The first time I smoked weed, do you remember this? The first time we smoked weed?
Yeah, the first time you were like, it smells like my dad.
Yeah,
And then you were
then my world collapsed. I was
Yeah.
like, holy shit.
He literally was like, it smells like my dad.
And then there was a good 5 minutes where I just thought about my entire childhood.
Yeah, and how his dad was definitely fried.
You know what? It actually made me feel a little calmer because I was fucking dumb and young, and I was like, weed is.
You were freaking out
Yeah,
that night.
I was like, weed is bad. Like it's a hard drug. It's dangerous to be on the reefer. And
the devil's lettuce.
when we smoked it and I smelled it, and it reminded me of my dad. I'm like, oh, he used to pick me up from preschool. And
Oh my God.
He smelled like that, and I was like, oh my God.
My life has completely changed.
Because he worked in a lab, and I thought that was just lab smells. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
A certain type of lab.
Yeah. I just thought it was lab smells, and that was just what his work smelled like, which it might have. Who knows? And when I realized it was just weed, he would smoke like a bowl or something on his way to pick us up from preschool. I just felt comfort smoking weed myself because I'm like, oh, if he's been doing this for fucking like however long. How old were we? 14, 15?
I think we were 15.
Yeah.
16 maybe.
Yeah, we might have been
We were
able to
sophomores
try.
in high school.
Sophomores in high school, yeah.
So 16.
Is that a late bloomer? Do you think most people smoke weed before then?
I found it to be mixed. Like some people do way before and some people don't until like college.
I know some people who started in like 8th grade. That seems a little.
Yeah.
How do you even get weed as an 8th grader?
A little ripe.
Who would sell
your-
an 8th grader weed? Think about
I mean,
that.
you just get it from your older friends.
I didn't have older
relatives.
friends. Oh, okay, I could see that. But yeah, I felt comfort in that. And then one day because we all assumed it was this whole thing between me and my sister, you guys.
But yeah, Eddie was on this hunt to find his dad's stash
For the longest time.
for like a few years.
Years. And then one day, my parents were out of town or something. They must have been visiting my sister at college. And so I was home alone. And of course, I went to the garage and began my search as per usual. I went through all of his stuff,
Everything.
and I finally found this little box it was like a metal box, and I creaked it open, and it was just full of tools. And I was like, oh fuck, another failed attempt. Marked it up on my little calendar, 50 days, 3 years, 50 days since I've been able to find weed. But then I looked closer and I was like, oh wait, there's some rolling papers and filters in here. And I'm like, oh shit. And then I found the stockpile. It was in a little baggie. Seemed like okay weed. Seemed like a small amount for it was a one person's worth of weed. And I took pictures and sent it to everyone. That's all he needs. I was like, oh my God, I finally found it. Dad, if you're listening, I'm sorry, but I don't give a fuck. So
we know.
Yeah, everyone knows. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Dude, let me know what he says when he hears this.
Oh, I don't. I'm trying to be more of an open book too. Just share my life, because this way he can't judge. Well, no, he can definitely judge me. Weed's fine. It's legal here. Dude, my life is about to get fucking.
Is it
chaotic? Because it just got passed in Illinois. Marijuana was just legalized recreationally, and then sports betting too. So my life is about to become. I'm about to go dumpster diving.
Jesus Christ.
If you do a year from now, if I'm dead, you know why. It's because I got into.
Come back to this episode, the Harry Potter episode.
The Harry Potter episode where we talk about Harry Potter the entire time.
Yes.
Did you see? Speaking of Harry Potter, did you see they're coming out with a new Hunger Games book?
No. What is it?
It's like a prequel, 64 years before.
Oh.
So Cat Nipples isn't even going to be in it. What was her name? Cat Nipples Everbreen? Something?
Yeah, I think that was it.
Yeah. But
and then Thor's brother.
Liam?
Is that his name?
I think Liam and Cat Nipples?
Yeah.
And her little sister, Quackers. But it's 64 years before I guess they started doing the Hunger game. Is that what they called it? It's the Hunger Games.
No, the Hunger Games.
No, that's the book.
That's also what it was called.
No, the book was called Hunger Games, and then the games were the Hunger Games.
I don't think you're right about that.
Fuck you. I read the books. I actually did read the books.
I did too.
Pretty good books.
Shout out to what? I didn't read Harry Potter.
I read that too. My favorite part was the gay orgy in the 8th book when Dumbledore came back as a ghost and molested Ron.
Everyone in the school, yeah.
Yeah. He came out, he went, Ron. He was like, oh, what is it, Dumbledore? And he went, Ron, I want you to rub my nipples and lick my asshole. And then he went, Dumbledore, I can't do that. I'm in love with Hermione. And he went, you better not tell anyone about this. They'll never believe you. We'll both get in trouble. Ron. And that's what I remember from Harry Potter and the Prisoner of the Chambers.
And the Prisoner of Dumbledore's Closet.
And coming out. Happy Pride Month, everyone.
Yeah, happy Pride. Dude, that's what we did for Pride Month.
Do you know what I was doing before you called me? Because it is Tuesday. We're recording this the day. We've gotten to this rhythm.
Yeah, it keeps getting closer and closer to the deadline.
Yeah, so we always go like, okay, we got to... we used to, during this, like, the winter, we would record...
We're like a week in advance.
Yeah, we would have an episode ready to go a lot of time in advance for Bobby to edit. This summer, ever since I started working at the radio station, I've just been like, not even swamped.
Tuesday night.
Yeah, I'm not even swamped. I just don't feel like doing it. And I feel like doing it. This is probably one of the highlights of my week. I love doing the podcast.
Dude, Thanks.
Yeah.
Hey.
No, it's fun.
Hey, me too.
I only get to sit down and talk to Tommy once a week, so.
Hey, you can talk to me more if you want.
I know, but it's just, I find myself getting to a cycle, you know?
Oh.
Where I come home from work, I take a nap, and then I wake up, and then I watch a couple of YouTube videos, and then I go to bed because I have to get up early. But anyway, we used to record like a week in advance and then give it to producer Bobby, best producer in the world. Shout out Bobby, shout out God. And he would edit it, put in a lot of sound effects, spend a lot of time on it, make it sound all good. He would listen to literally every second of the podcast, and sometimes these would roll
like an hour and a half.
Yeah, hour and a half. We've had 2-hour episodes where it's like he has to listen to everything to make sure there's something that we said that might be racist or something that he has to edit out.
What do you mean we? Eddie.
No, I'm not the only racist one on this podcast, okay? We've all said things we're not proud of.
All right.
But I've started editing the podcast just because we get into the cycle where
we're doing it too late.
It's Tuesday night. I'm like, I'm not going to ask him to go through this. And so I just write down every time I think we need an edit, and then I cut that out, and then that's it.
How many edits so far?
Let me count. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 in the past 2 weeks.
Oh, I thought you meant today. I was like, there's no way.
Oh, today we have none so far that I can
dude,
think
we're
of.
killing it.
Killing it, dude. That's a little inside baseball. I don't know if anyone cares about that, but God. But before we started recording tonight, because Tommy was busy doing some bullshit.
Sorry, I had a busy day.
Yeah.
That's how we got that audio of Pepper. You're welcome.
What did you even do today? Were you just hanging out with your sister?
I went to work, and then after work, I went home, and I was really tired, so I took a nap, and then I went to
Okay.
I mean, the town that I live in.
Oh, God damn it. Don't worry about it. So...
And then I went to dinner with my sister, and
Yeah.
we got dessert, and then I was petting her dog.
What'd you get for dessert?
Dude, ice cream?
Dude, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, was it ice cream or was it frozen custard? Frozen yogurt? What's the difference? What is custard?
I don't know.
What is custard?
I don't know. I'm actually not sure which one it was.
Is custard milk?
General Custard?
General Grievous?
Star Wars? Harry Potter? We did it!
Do you remember when Harry was experimenting and he sounded himself with his wand?
He whatted himself?
He stuck it down his pee hole?
Oh, God.
You were frozen for a second, so that was like
You
the
are
longest
too,
reaction
yeah.
ever.
You're still frozen,
Oh, cool. I like it that way.
but I can hear your voice.
Thanks. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, before the podcast. So in Chicago, they just brought all of those electric scooters to ride. You know, it's like Uber. You just go up to it and you scan a QR code.
Oh,
and
really?
You can ride an electric scooter. And there's like 10
Dang.
companies that have scooters here now. And it's like the city bikes, we have Divvy bikes here. But I want to ride one so bad, but I feel so dumb going up to it and not having the app, and like, because there's like 10 of them, so you have to figure out which one it is first, and then if you have the app, you have to pull it up, and well, I won't take my fucking credit card. Spin, you piece of shit company. I just want to ride your goddamn scooters. And then
Send
you
us
have
a
to
scooter.
you have to find one. Luckily, I live in a
At Fleshlight, send us some samples.
please. I live in a hot area for them, or they're calling them priority areas, because this is actually a test run. Chicago doesn't want the problems they're having in LA to happen in Chicago, I guess. So for the longest time, they're like, no, fucking stay out, scooters. No one wants to get hit by you, an asshole on it. That would be the worst, if you died because someone ran into you with an electric scooter.
Yeah, with an electric scooter.
Yeah, that would be a bad death.
Do you ride them on the street or on the sidewalk?
You have to ride them on the street.
Okay, that's what I thought.
But people in LA are animals, so they just ride them
Wherever.
they ride them wherever. They don't pay attention to
Dang.
the traffic laws. I think this is the Midwest. We are respectful.
We're polite.
Yeah. Like when gang members here in Chicago shoot one another after they kill their victim, they just go, sorry. You know, they still
Yeah.
apologize.
They say a blessing over them before they skin them.
Yeah. What?
Wait, that's Native Americans.
Before they scalp them.
Oh my god,
Dude, what we did to Native Americans, not cool, dude.
not cool.
Poorest.
Happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride Month, dude. I feel bad for the Native Americans. Anyway, they're the poorest sect of people in the United
Yeah.
States. They're literally like a third world country within a first world country.
Yeah, the reservations.
Yeah, and I didn't realize.
They're like really poverty stricken.
Do you know why
can't speak.
Indian casinos exist?
No.
It's because they kind of have their own laws, and they
Oh,
have their
yeah.
own police.
Well, do
and-
you ever drive through the reservations and all of a sudden there's a bunch of tobacco ads?
No.
Yeah.
Do we
So,
have a
like,
reservation in Ohio?
no, I think it's in Pennsylvania, the one I'm thinking of.
Oh, okay.
But there's like one part of like when I would like when me and my dad would drive to go see family. There's one part of the drive, I think it's through Pennsylvania. It might be New York, but I'm pretty sure it's Pennsylvania. That like all of a sudden there's like a mile of just like billboard after billboard of like cigarette and chewing tobacco and like all this like tobacco products that you can't advertise in the US.
Hell yeah.
But because it's a reservation, they have their own laws. So there's just like a million billboards like in a
Dude.
1 mile span.
The Native Americans, sick as hell, dude. They know how to be cool. That's all I'm saying.
Smoke cigs.
Do you remember the Harry Potter when Ginny tries her first cigarette? And
No,
then
enlighten me.
And then Ron walks in on her and goes, "Ginny, you're smoking a cigarette. You're smoking a fag." And she's like, and then that was pretty much it. And then they played the laugh track. They were like, "Ginny,"
Like they do in every Harry Potter movie.
yeah, every it's the book actually. It was written in.
Oh.
Yeah, it was an audio book.
Audience laughter.
But yeah, we were talking about scooters. So the scooters, I was walking around, since you were busy, I went outside for a walk and I was going to look for a scooter to ride. Because I've been wanting to do, I want to make a trick video where I'm doing like fuck. Hold on.
You got it.
About to throw up. Hold on. Give me a second. Ooh. A little bit came up there. Hopefully
That's
got
kinda
picked up
hot,
on the- Yeah, thanks. So I want to do sick tricks. I want to learn to grind. I'm going to do a handlebar spin.
Sorry.
I'm going to get all the girls. They're going to be like, "Oh,
You have a girlfriend.
yeah, but I want to keep my options open for when I become a sick skater scooter boy." There are people who are riding scooters
my.
like skateboards
And doing
now.
sick tricks.
They do sick tricks, but those are like razor scooters. I want to be the first rentable electric scooter trick. I want to be the Tony Hawk of bird
Rentable
scooters.
electric scooters.
Yeah. I'm gonna be the first person.
You're not allowed to own your own.
I'm gonna do no. You can't. That's part of the game. You have to find one. That's part of the trick, because when you have a competition to go do the big half pipe stuff, the big air, you have to first
You gotta find one.
You have to find a bird or a lift or a lime, and then rent it. And you have
pay
to
for it.
once you're done. Yeah, once you're done with your session or whatever they call it, your tricks, then you have to give it up, because you can't. That's part of the game. You have to find one every time.
You got to put it back.
Exactly. And they won't have them inside the skate park. You have to go out on the
No,
street.
you got to go find it and ride it in.
Yeah. And people are going to be, they're going to try and cheat. They're going to get sponsors from these electric scooter companies and be
No.
like, "Hey, put it
No.
right outside the gate." And then just leave one, just say it's dead, and then turn it
Yeah,
on when
no,
I
I'll take
run
it.
up to it. No. That bullshit will have to get. I'm already thinking of what the commissioner is going to have to put into place, the rules.
Are you the commissioner?
No, obviously not. I want to be a competitor. I want to be the Tony Hawk of it. I want to be the
All
best
right,
ever.
all right. Can I be the commissioner?
Yeah, sure, for sure.
Oh, fuck
What's your
yeah.
first rule?
No helmets.
Hell yeah, dude. That's sick. Give me Knuckles, virtual
Dude,
Knuckles.
Knuckles.
Hell yeah. Sick Nux, bruh. So I was looking for like 30 minutes. I was walking around, and I found one bird scooter, and it was dead. And then I found a couple by the train, but they were dead. And then I finally found one, but it was in use, and the person was just inside. So I pushed it over. I actually pushed it over, and it made this noise. It was like boing, 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 and I was like, "Oh fuck!" So I ran away.
You ran away, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I would have done.
Yeah. What's going on in your life, man?
Dude, a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah. Describe it.
So some days I get up in the morning and go right to work, and then other days I get up in the morning and then sit around for a couple hours and then go to work.
Aren't you working on a corn farm?
Yeah, bro.
It's pretty sick. What's it like working on a corn
The
farm?
old corn farm. Well, right now it's not very busy because it's the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
So right now it's really boring. But once it gets busy, it's going to be really stressful. So
I remember last year they had you manning some like fruit stand. They had like
I do fruits and melons right now, but Friday I'm going to be in the corn stand, yeah.
Dude, speaking of fruits and melons, I've just cleared my name as a poop bandit. If you remember last week, if you're a true FBB,
How
listen
could
every
you
week.
have done it?
So I was looking up articles this week, and of course I found one on the Poop Bandit. They've actually found the guy. They think this is his MO. He just likes to fuck with people's cars. So the poop is just one act. He also finds watermelons. He cuts them in half. First of all, what is the top of a watermelon? Is it if you're looking at a watermelon? So there's like,
yeah,
if it's hamburger style, not hot dog.
right.
If you're talking paper wise, if it's in the hamburger formation, what is the top?
I assume where the stem is.
Where does the stem grow?
Like it grows from the vine and then the watermelon.
But where does it go? Is it on the side or is it on, like, which the smaller roundy parts or the where the laces
smaller
on a
roundy
football would be? Okay, so what he does is he cuts it in half.
Yeah.
On the side of the watermelon, we just figured out the side is that part.
That's how
with
you're
the-
supposed to cut it, yeah.
Yeah. He empties it out. Maybe he saves the fruit. I don't know. I can't
Dude,
speak
watermelon's
for him.
delicious, man.
I'm
Now
not.
you want me to have some watermelon.
Yeah, I know. It really is. It's best fruit. I had a cup of it the other day. Like I
The
went
best? I don't know.
I went to Whole Foods and I bought a thing of watermelon. And I just
I really
smashed
dig
it.
watermelon. I like clementines. I like pineapple.
Pineapple makes my tongue hurt. I don't know.
Watermelon. My
Pineapple-
brother says that too.
Pineapple's overrated.
That's so interesting.
Pineapple's
Because he was
overrated.
asking, because I was talking about how I love pineapple, and he was like, it doesn't like stab your tongue. I'm like, no.
It doesn't literally get into your tongue and then just fucking tase it. It doesn't get in there and get on the ground.
Anyway, I
Put
never
your
heard
hands
that
up.
before, but that's
You're
interesting that
resisting.
It also hurts your tongue.
Pow, 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 pow.
Dude,
You guys saw that. He was resisting, right? Pow. He had a gun. Pow.
uh,
And they're like, oh my God. He was being peaceful. He didn't even have anything on him. What the fuck? Blue Lives Matter. So,
dude,
what
Oh
he
my
does
God.
is he cuts it in half, and then he empties the watermelon. He might eat it, and then he cuts the top, like a circular top on. He cuts like pumpkin style when you're making a
Yeah.
jack-o'-lantern, and then he will put that onto the window or the what's it called, the side window, the thing that you look into to
the mirror.
the mirror.
You fucking idiot.
The reflecting window, the magic glass. So he puts it on
Yeah.
the side mirror, and then he just leaves it there. And then another reason, this really clears my name, he takes Little Caesars pizza boxes, and then he puts it underneath the windshield wiper. And
How does that clear your name?
Because I can't eat pizza. Suck my dick
it doesn't
from
mean
the
he's
back.
eating it.
What? Who
He could
just
be
gets
like,
a pizza
"Yo,
box?
guys?" He could be like, "Yo, guys, I got this pizza. Do you want it?"
I wouldn't
then
risk
his
it.
Friends are like, "Yeah, man."
I wouldn't
Eat
risk
the
it.
pizza. Like, "Oh, I'll take care of the box." It puts it under somebody's windshield wiper.
Cross contamination. I can't. It would burn my skin. So
Dude, actually, it all makes sense now.
yeah. So I'm not the poop bandit.
No.
What?
Hear me out. Eddie eats the pizza.
No, shut the fuck up.
It makes his bowels explode.
No.
He uses that poop to smear on car door handles, and then puts the boxes in other people's windshield wipers.
Do you like Chipotle?
Yeah, why?
Like, do you actually like it? Because every time I eat it,
Yeah.
I would say I enjoy Chipotle. I'll have a bowl every once in a while. But every time I eat it, literally every time I eat it, I get diarrhea. Like a burning fucking.
mine's probably like 10% of the time.
Only 10% of the time.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, every
And
time.
at that point, I think it's worth it.
Dog, every time I get a chicken bowl, brown rice.
Does it have gluten in it?
I don't think so. There's no tortilla. So how am I supposed? There's no flour and there's no. It's just salsa and.
You don't know that the seasoning in the chicken doesn't have gluten.
Well, now I don't want to check because if I've been poisoning myself for a long time, then I'm gonna feel like a real fucking idiot. But anyway, yeah. Every time I do it, and I've been doing it the past 3 Fridays in a row. I've been working, and I need to get lunch or dinner because I work from yeah, and I'll eat a bowl of Chipotle around 12-ish, maybe 1, and then by 4 o'clock I have to shit my brains out at work. So all the shits I've been taking are at work.
Dude,
I only shit once a week at work, and
only
it's
once a week.
It's painful. It hurts.
I want to know if you're serious about that once a week thing.
No, I
Okay.
I would say I poop on a normal basis.
What do you consider normal?
I tried to once a day. I didn't have a
Yeah.
good one today. Oh no, I did after I came home from work. Thanks for asking, man.
Dude, yeah, no, I'm just trying to know your schedule.
It's important to make sure that your homie's got a good
Healthy bowel health.
yeah regulatory cycle.
Yeah.
I do have to take fiber pills or fiber supplements.
Yeah, I remember.
I haven't for like a month. Maybe that's why. But anyway, yeah, I get diarrhea.
Remember when
every
you
time I
threw
eat
that bag full of fiber pills at our friend Cam's face?
it. Yeah, he was super high. So we, or was he drunk? He might have been
Probably
both. Yeah. So we were on a senior trip, when we graduated high school.
And Eddie threw his poop pills at
No,
Cam.
that's not a good story. He came in, he was dressed up like a sloth because he looks like a sloth. He brought a costume along with him, and he got wasted. And someone just brought him to us to watch him.
Yeah, they were like
a
look, it's your
child.
friends.
And he's like, "What's up, bitches?" He like stormed. It looked like a movie scene. You can't write that shit. But we made him lay on the bed, and he was just kind of there. And I turned to him, and I had my poop pills in my hand, and I just had a feeling that this would be a good thing to do. So I threw them. I threw them as hard as I could at his head. And did they hit him? I don't even remember.
Yeah, they hit him somewhere, and then you were like, okay, give him back now.
Oh yeah,
And he was like, no.
he refused to.
You're defenseless right now. I'm just going to go take him.
Yeah, so I went over to him and I overpowered him because he was defenseless. And that's when I learned that drugs really do probably cause most rapes. Because I was able to, and he's a strong boy, and I was able to just take him over just without any fight. I didn't rape him. I'm not Dumbledore.
But he could have.
But I could have. Just putting that out there.
You're not Dumbledore. Oh, my God.
Did you watch any of E3, the gaming convention?
I watched the one video you sent me.
What did I send you?
The Breath of the Wild sequel.
Hell yeah, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Are you fucking psyched or what?
Dude, I'm pumped.
I don't know when it's coming out, but all I want to do is play Zelda.
I think it's
right
probably
now.
not going to come out for like a year.
Oh, fuck. I want to play it so bad. I purposely haven't beaten Zelda yet just because
the final battle is really easy.
I know, and I don't want it to be over. So, and I know you can just keep playing after, but what's the point?
That's what I did.
I have all the DLC. You get a fucking dirt bike in one of the DLCs, which is pretty sick because I don't think there are cars in that universe, but whatever.
Dude, if they have a chainsaw, I'm pretty sure they can have a dirt bike.
But who has a chainsaw?
The ancient chainsaw
What the fuck are you talking about?
that you can buy
I've
in
never,
Zelda.
Dude, I guess I'm a fake fan because I've never seen that. But yeah, I haven't.
You know where you get the ancient armor and stuff?
Yeah, there's a chainsaw.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, there's a chainsaw.
Huh. Oh, I have to go check that out. But that game is probably one of my favorite games ever. I hated it at first, and then you started playing it for the first time when you bought your Switch, and then I was like, okay, I'll give it a try. And then I literally played it every night with my roommates for probably 3 months straight. And
The Zesh.
It's one of the best. It's one of the best open world games ever. One of the best maps.
Yeah, it's really good.
I put too many hours into it. I stopped playing to play Tetris for a little bit, and then I went back, and now
I need to get a new game.
I'm hoping that the new one, the second one, it looks like they're just going to use the same map, and that's kind of making me a little sad because I wanted something.
I mean, it makes
new.
sense though.
Yeah, but don't you want somewhere new to explore? Like I've already
but I mean, like if it's a sequel, it's probably just gonna be the.
It could be a sequel in a different place, like a different universe. Like it's
anyway,
you can do whatever you want.
I need a new game to play. Somebody give me a suggestion.
Yeah, send us a suggestion at sadboycrying@hotmail.com,
please, or tweet us.
Or tweet us at EPS_pod. The biggest news, though, is that Keanu Reeves is going to be in a video game.
Yes, I did see that.
It's called Cyberpunk. The name's really fucking dumb. It's called Cyberpunk 2077. That's the corniest name I've ever heard. But I'm going to play the fuck out of it because it's going to be a fun game. It looks like kind of Fallout-ish, but newer.
But with Keanu Reeves.
With Keanu Reeves, that's what's important. I've noticed everyone fucking loves Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, it's because he's so wholesome.
But what has he done besides The Matrix and John Wick, which I've never seen?
Nothing. That's the point. Sometimes they're just like the paparazzi will just like take pictures of him like sitting by himself at a cafe.
He does seem like a very lonely man.
But he's just like chill. He's low key about it.
I think he might be Asian. Like has some Japanese in him.
That's racist.
Why? Okay. I didn't say, they deserve the fucking bomb.
Oh my God.
What? I didn't say that.
Chicago changed you, man.
Didn't say that. Did you see all those Instagram influencers going to Chernobyl?
I heard that was fake news.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I saw it on the news. They were like, all these pictures were taken over the past like 10 years. It wasn't just because of the thing.
You know what's funny? Wait, what news source did you get that from? Was it a local news thing?
Local Cleveland news.
Damn. Well, local Cleveland news is okay. So there's.
You know Jimmy Donovan?
No, not personally.
But I mean, like, do you know who he is?
No.
He's the announcer for the Browns games on the radio.
Oh no, I don't listen to the Browns on the radio. I watch them.
Jimmy Donovan. He told me.
But local news is probably one of the worst fields ever. Like it's trash. I don't know how anyone watches.
I mean, it was just on in the background, but I found it interesting.
But a morning show.
That one story.
Have you ever just watched a morning show and seen how trash it is? I'm kind of running into that right now. And any local, anything, radio, news, anything local, it's pretty trash. And there's a reason it's trash. It's because it's a local thing. It's boring. And they have to figure out what to say every day. And, it's hard to have an interest. You're frozen on my screen right now, mid-yawn, and it looks like you're really concerned right now. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Oh, hell yeah.
But yeah, local news is awful, and I can't wait for TV to be
But
dead.
it just debunked your story, so.
Well, yeah, but we could have had a talking point. We could have talked about this for 15 minutes.
Oh, sorry.
Now
Well, this made it a talking point.
Now it's dead. Now it's fucking dead.
But now it turned into
just
this,
like
which is such a
Dumbledore
good-
died in episode 6 of the Harry Potter and the
Oh,
Deathly
Harry Potter.
Boy.
This is the Harry Potter episode.
He was
We're
the
never gonna
chosen
bring it up
one.
again.
No. So, let's
Harry.
to the best of your ability, describe Harry Potter, but in your own way.
So I like to envision him as a middle-aged African American. He's got a Star of David scarred into his forehead.
Okay.
He's got big square glasses,
All right.
and he has a pet hawk.
You just described President Barack Obama.
No, he doesn't have square glasses. And he has a pet eagle.
He's a pet eagle, not a fucking what did you say?
Hawk.
Okay, here's my description.
Named Hedgehog.
I meant the series more than just Harry Potter, the character.
Oh, I thought you meant the character.
Yeah, but it's a world run by machines. And the machines, they're taking over there's androids, and then there's humans, and the
Yeah.
humans are becoming less and less human because of the androids.
Cyborgs.
Who's really in charge? Us or the cyborgs? We created them, but are they smarter than us?
Dude, I don't know if I've talked about this on the show, but cyborgs is definitely the next civil rights movement.
You have talked about this,
Yeah.
like every episode. But let me finish my synopsis of Harry Potter.
Oh,
so
sorry.
there's cyborgs, and then there's humans, and there's a revolt, and Harry Potter's sick of that shit. He's going, technology has ruined us. I'm going vegan. Because the Earth is going to be dead in
Shit.
50 years. Miami's going to be underwater. We're all going to be dead by 2050. He said that word for word. And so he logged off Twitter. He deleted his Instagram and Snapchat. He stopped checking his emails. And he decided to practice magic. So he starts going to these open mics and trying out his card tricks on
Spell
people.
casting.
He's not great, but he has talent. He has natural talent. And people see that. And one day, an old man by the name of Albus Dumbledore walks up to him and says, Harry Potter, I want you to touch my wand. And he went, what? And he said, I'll give you £50 to touch and stroke my wand. And he goes, okay. And then he brings him to Hogwarts, which is what he calls his house. And inside there are about 50 kids and one really large just man. He has gigantism. What is that called? Whatever Andre the Giant had. He has that. He has Andre the Giant in there.
He had heart, is what he had.
He has Andre the Giant in there, and he's like, I can't do an Andre the Giant voice. He's dead. I shouldn't mock the dead. And
So is Dumbledore.
pretty much the rest of that series is him diddling kids. That's it. Not Harry, Dumbledore.
Oh,
And he's the chosen boy because he's the newest, so he's his favorite.
the chosen boy.
Yeah. And he carves a little racist symbol into it. He scars him with the lightning bolt, which is actually a white power symbol.
Oh,
So-
man.
Yeah, he put that in.
So he can't show his face in public anymore.
Exactly. He says if you go out in public and bring the story to light, then everyone will know that you're racist. You hate black people. And he goes, Dumbledore, I don't hate black people. And he goes, yes, you do. It's on your head. You can't tell anyone. Don't tell the police. You'll get in trouble. I'll kill you and your family.
Fuck.
So yeah, that's Harry Potter. God, I'm loving this Harry Potter episode. Honestly,
Yeah, dude.
Why
I
am
think
talking about it?
I think it's really livening things up.
Speaking of taking shits at work, I went to take a shit the other day, and I was sitting in the stall, just on my phone, checking Twitter and whatnot. And so I work at a school, and it is summertime, so no one is in the hallways. And so, like, basically, I sit at a desk all day and watch Netflix. So I was surprised to hear the women's restroom door open. I wasn't in the women's restroom. That made it sound like I was in the women's restroom. I was in the men's restroom.
It did.
It doesn't matter. Gender's, a fucking construct. I can be in whatever bathroom I feel like that day. I'm feeling fluid. So I was taking a poop, and I was sitting there. I heard their door open, like, and then a stall, like, slam, just like, which I thought was an aggressive move. And then I just heard the loudest fart ripped into a toilet bowl
Yes.
that rang out throughout the hallways. And I was
Yes.
like, that is a woman in there. That is a woman
Yeah.
ripping ass.
A real woman.
And and that's when I realized we're all human. And that the patriarchy is taking over.
Eddie grew up.
Yeah. Girls do fart. I found that out like 2 days ago.
Yeah, dude. You ever seen Two Girls, One Cup? Girls do poop.
Do you want to watch it?
Not right now.
Why?
I'm not in the mood.
Oh. Okay. I read the story on a lady who beat up a pregnant worker at McDonald's over a McChicken.
Whoa.
So this happened in Connecticut. You want to hear the story, or do you not want to talk about it? It's honestly up
No,
to you.
I mean I want to hear it, but
Okay, so give me your honest opinion. Think who's in the wrong here? Okay, so the lady
Okay.
goes in, she orders McChicken. They make it. It's not to her satisfaction. She asks for a refund. They give her the refund. She says, "Now where's my McChicken?" And they said, "You asked for a refund, so we gave you a refund. There is no McChicken." And then she says, "I'm going to make my own damn McChicken." And she goes behind the counter and approaches this pregnant woman who she's 20. Okay, here's the thing. I'm pissed at pregnant people. Stop measuring pregnancy in weeks. I don't know how many weeks are in a pregnancy. It's months. I know 9 months, and then you pop out a baby. Okay.
It's and there's like four weeks in a month, so it's like 36.
Well, she was 29 weeks pregnant. I don't know how pregnant
So that's
that
pretty
is.
pregnant.
That's pretty pregnant. Like how big
so.
would the baby bump be?
Like it would be quite noticeable.
So okay, so she's pregnant, like obviously pregnant.
yeah,
So this lady who went to go make her own McChicken knew she was pregnant.
yeah.
Okay, that's not my fault for not knowing that.
Nobody says it is.
I'm going to be honest. I was on the McChicken lady side throughout most of the story because I thought she wasn't that pregnant because I heard 29 weeks. I went, I don't know. That could be like a fetus
Why
is
didn't you
forming.
just look at? Hold on, I'm gonna look up a picture right now.
Just say how many months you're pregnant. I'm like, I'm 3 months
29
pregnant.
Weeks pregnant, dude. It's listening to me. Oh my god.
It's 3 months. 3 months pregnant. I'm 3 months pregnant. I'm 5 months pregnant.
Yeah, it's like really pretty pregnant.
How many months?
How many months?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Exactly.
Like 7.
7 months. Okay, if she said I was 7 months pregnant, you would have like my reaction would be like, oh my God, we have to protect this woman. But I heard 29 weeks and I'm like, I hope the baby died. It was just not.
Jesus Christ.
What? I didn't say anything bad. I'm just stating an opinion. Doesn't mean I actually want that baby to die. I'm just being emotional.
Yeah, 29 weeks is pretty pregnant.
So anyway, she jumps. She says, I'm going to make my own damn McChicken. And take a guess at what. Never mind. I'm not going to say that. So.
Say it. Chicago's changed you, man.
I was going to say, take a guess at what race she is.
Yeah, I know. I know what you were going to say. Chicago's changed you.
Well, what race do you think she is? Mr.
White.
No, she was black. So
Oh my God.
she said, I'm going to make my own damn McChicken, jumps behind the counter, and the pregnant lady was working the fries, and she goes up to her and, like, starts slapping around. There's cups thrown all over the place. I read the police report on it. It was actually kind of funny. And she stormed out. I don't even think she made a McChicken. But the whole she did actually say that she hoped she lost the baby.
Oh my God.
McChicken lady said, I hope you lost the baby. Is this going to make our list? Is this an aggressive
That's
move?
pretty aggressive.
All right. Well, give her a number. What number should she be?
I'm thinking like, what's our list? There's fucking your dog on Snapchat.
Yeah, we really got to write this down. Nazis
Hitler
invading Poland.
There's another one that was like 7. I'd
Fuck,
put this
what
at
was
like
it?
10.
10?
Yeah.
Really?
It's not too aggressive, but it's still aggressive.
She attacked a pregnant woman for a McChicken that she asked for a refund for.
What state was it in?
Connecticut.
Oh, I was gonna say if you say Florida, then it shouldn't
Doesn't
be
even
on the
count.
list.
Doesn't
Connecticut,
even
yeah,
count. That's pretty wild.
That's pretty aggressive. Yeah, maybe like a 6 or 5.
All right. I'm going to say that this is a solid 8 on our scale. So she's number 8 right now on the list. Eddie and Tommy's list.
Aggressive moves
Most
of all
aggressive
time.
moves of all time. Spectacular. And Jesus Christ. Imagine
Dude,
just
I'm sweating like a pig. Sorry, keep going.
let's see. What else did I have to talk about today? It's a slow day. We're just trying to get through this.
It is, dude. I'm pretty tired.
Me too. I'm a little sleepy.
I've been yawning a lot.
A little yawny boy.
Sleepy boy.
Wake up, you little snoozy.
Ooh.
Have you watched Black Mirror?
No, it gives me panic attacks.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Well, I like Black Mirror, and they just came out with the 5th season, which is only 3 episodes. Kind of disappointed that they call that a season. It's 3 fucking episodes. That's 3
Yeah,
episodes.
but they also put out Bandersnatch.
Yeah, but Bandersnatch sucked, and the season also sucked. That's what I was going to say. The season was awful. I kind of want to spoil it. I'm not going to spoil it, but it was really bad. It was a bad 3 episodes. The second one was the best, and it was just a subpar episode. Fuck that, because Eric from that 70s show was in it. He was like, Donna! And
Isn't Anthony Mackie in one of them?
who?
Anthony Mackie.
Who?
He's a black guy.
There was a black guy in two of the episodes. One of them had to do with dude. Shout out Pride Month.
You
One
know
of
the
them had
guy
to do
from
with
8
gay
Mile?
sex. Eminem.
No, the black guy from 8 Mile.
Oh, Rabbit.
Anyway,
Haley.
love Anthony Mackie.
Yeah, he was in one of the episodes. Miley Cyrus was in. She had her whole own episode. That one was okay. It was like, eh. It was just a bad. Like, I remember season 3 was crazy. Like, that was a good episode. That was good. I think that was when San Junipero, like that whole season. That was a good season. And they had like 8 episodes. Fuck. Maybe it was only 5. But 3? That's pushing it.
There's only 3 episodes in like the first 2 seasons.
Shh. Hey, Tommy, I'm going to need you to shut the fuck up. John Hamm has an episode. Do you want to talk about sports? We're at the end of the podcast. You want to talk about sports for a second?
Yeah.
LeBron.
Good job, Drake.
Yeah, so the Toronto Raptors beat the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah,
but
Drake won MVP.
Does it really count? That's the question.
Yes.
Does it, though?
Yes.
Because half that team was broken. KD doesn't even want to play.
Yeah, half the Cavs team was broken in 2015.
Exactly, and we lost, and the Warriors won it. And
but
I
that still
contest
counts.
it. I contest it. I still contest it. And then the Cavs won the next year, right? When they weren't injured.
Yeah.
And then they lost the next few years. But the Drake, they won. Canada.
Drake won MVP.
Does it even count if they're not an American team? That's my question. Let's just move on. It was also funny because instantly right after it, everyone's already talking about the next championship.
Yeah.
I think it's because they're Canadian. No one gives a fuck about Canada. I mean, I love Canada. I've always had a good time when I'm in Canada.
Yeah, I'm trying to go to Toronto over spring break.
But yeah, no, I don't have any love for their sports teams. Why would I? I'm an American. Proud boy. Nope, not a proud boy.
And I'm proud to be an American.
Do you know what the Proud Boys are? Do you know what anything that's going on in the news? Like, there's people keep posting about Sudan, and like I don't know
Something
what
bad's happening.
I don't know what Antifa is. I don't know what the Proud Boys are. I don't know anything. I've heard
You're the first person that told me about Proud Boys right now.
Ow! I just cut myself with a razor. But do you know what Antifa is?
No.
What's going on in Sudan, dude? All I see is
pretty fucked up. That's all I know.
the other thing that pisses me off is that people who are, I mean, this is the thing that has been talked about before. Anytime there's, and your cousin did this, the one I'm going to marry, she, or not she specifically, but a lot of people on Instagram changed their profile picture to just like a blue thing, like a blue, just the color blue.
I'm upset because I didn't even notice she did that and you did.
I think she did it, or maybe she didn't do it, or she did for a day or two, but she put it up on her story. I watch it all the time. You know, I always check up on her. So, what?
Oh, no, just keep going.
Support this. Support me marrying
I
your
will
goddamn
not
cousin. Let me join the family, you piece of shit.
No.
God damn it. So, they were like, hey, change your profile picture to blue because there's something going down in Sudan. They didn't say what was going down in Sudan. They're like, just do it or you hate Africans. And or is Sudan?
Did you do it?
Is Sudan in Africa?
Did you do it?
Wait, no. First answer this question: Is Sudan in Africa?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Okay. They're like, fucking do it or you hate Africans in general. And I didn't, but I don't hate Africans. How is that helping anyone? How is like you can change it, but there's still going to be there's going to be a problem still over there. What they need is fucking. I think there's a company that was like in support. We'll send $2 for every one person that like retweets this thing or changes their profile picture to blue. It's like, why couldn't you just
confirmed Sudan is in Africa?
Couldn't you just like? Thank you. Couldn't you just do that anyway? Why do you need everyone to change their profile picture in solidarity with your company? That's all I'm saying. You're all being played by the machines. Harry Potter's coming after you. Suck a dick. There we go.
I thought we were going to talk about sports.
Oh yeah, sorry, I got off track. LeBron and Anthony Davis, they're going to be on the same team next year. That's pretty wild, right?
They have like the best odds to win the final or something.
I don't get
stupid.
that though, because they only have them two.
Dude, they have like 6 people under contract.
Whomst?
Those two, Kyle Kuzma, and like 3 people I've never heard of.
Yeah, so it's not. I'm not gonna put my odds on the Lakers just yet until they sign another person and build up their. That's a problem
Their
that I think
bench.
LeBron's always had, is that he can get a big 3 or he can bring players in, if not at first, eventually. He did it with the Cavs. He did it with the Heat. Well, I guess he joined Dwayne Wade, so that doesn't really count. But he brought Chris Bosh. But his bench is never great, so he never has anyone to rely on when he's not playing.
2016.
And that's when they won, right?
Yeah, I know.
So
I agree. That's
it's-
what I'm trying to say.
I don't see anything happening.
Their
out
bench
of
was
this.
real good then. Their bench was good in 2017 too.
Yeah, but it's just not. I don't see them winning unless they get another big player and then build up their bench. That's all I gotta say about that. Do you think it's a cool move? I like it because they're if they
I
do
think
build
if
up,
they don't win, they blew it. But if they win one championship, it was worth it.
I think I'm okay with it. Like, how do you just feel about it? Are you okay with it?
I don't really care.
I think it makes it more fun because the West is. I mean, the East is just trash. It's just awful.
Dude, the Raptors just won.
The Raptors
Milwaukee
just won.
was the best team in the league.
Yeah, but the East next year is not going to be good. It's not going to be
the
because
West
Kawhi's
next
going to
year-
go
dude.
to the Clippers or something, and then
Yeah, but
well, Kevin Durant might not.
the
stay.
Warriors aren't going to be very good. The Rockets aren't going to be very good.
Oh
The
yeah,
Clippers might be good. The Lakers might be good.
What if Chris Paul just goes back to the Clippers?
The Jazz might be good, but probably won't be.
Yeah, but the West is more competitive than the East right now. There's more talent in the West than there is in the East.
I don't know if I would say that.
Anyway, I'm just
More
excited for
talent,
the.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's more competitive.
I'm more excited for the Warriors dynasty to be over. I'm ready to move on from them being in the
I
finals.
think it is.
Yep, I think that was a good end to the their whole reign.
Because Kevin Durant might not come back. Klay Thompson might not come back. Even if they both do, they're both hurt for at least half the season.
Mm-hmm. Well, you can come back from an ACL quicker than an Achilles.
Yeah,
And
but
then-
it'll still take like 9 months,
All right, Dr. Connolly.
maybe 6 months. I don't know, but still, it'll take a long time.
All right. Well, it's an end of an era, and it's also the end of this podcast. You see that?
Oh,
You want to talk about Harry Potter before we go?
dude, Harry Potter? I've never read it. That's that's my
What has Harry Potter taught you in your life?
What has Harry Potter taught me?
Yeah.
Magic.
Oh, okay.
It's taught me how to cast spells.
Yeah.
Expecto Patronus.
I think it taught me about how to respect one another, and that just because of the color of our skin doesn't make us that much different.
Dobby is a free elf.
Yeah. And that you could probably fuck a house elf and they can't say anything. Dumbledore
Yeah, they're your slave.
Dumbledore knows that. He taught Harry that.
Jesus.
He said, "Harry, if you want to get your dick wet, but you can't get anyone in time, just get a house elf. They won't tell anybody."
But don't give them any clothes.
Don't give them any clothes, because then they'll run off. They still won't tell anyone, but it's whatever. All right. Fuck.
Good job.
Thanks. Love you guys.
Okay, bye.
I love you guys.
Oh, yeah. Love you, FPBs. Kiss, kiss.